Remember that time when you thought you understood something, you thought you cracked the code, you thought you mastered it, and then life will humble you, life will just hit you in the face, and you'll realize very, very quickly that you don't actually know shit. You think you know something because of your ego, and maybe because of fear. It's nice to say to ourselves, yep, I know exactly where I'm going, I know exactly how this works, I know exactly how the world works, I just get it, I understand it, I've mastered it. It's very damn, bro. Look at the chess games, fucking hell. Sometimes you just got to appreciate, bruv, do you know what I mean? It's nice to go through life satisfying your ego, telling yourself, yep, I know all there is to know about women, I know all there is to know about YouTube, I know all there is to know about making money, like, I just get it. That's nice to know. It fulfills the ego, and it also subsides any fear that you might have of the unknown, because we like to, as humans, we like to know where we're going. We hate having that unknown. That's why anxiety is so prevalent in a lot of people. It's because it's literally just the fear of the unknown. People literally fear that. They fear not knowing what's going to happen. So naturally, as human beings, we love just feeling as if we know what's going on. We love feeling as if we understand something. However, you can probably agree, because you're not stupid, you're quite smart, that can be dangerous and just, it doesn't benefit you in any way, really. In some situations, it doesn't really benefit you to just convince yourself, yep, I know everything, I get it, I know everything there is to know about this situation. I recently found this with YouTube, and obviously with girls as well. I find myself slipping into mindsets where I think, like, yeah, I just get it. Like, I know exactly what girls want. I know exactly this. I know exactly how to do the whole YouTube game. I know exactly what to do. I've mastered it. I just get it. Life is going to humble you. Life's just going to punch you in the face one day, and you're going to realize, you know what, bro? I don't know shit. Now, I think, yeah, confidence-wise, it's nice to understand where you're at. It's nice, like, I know I'm good with girls. I know what I'm doing. I know that I'm good at YouTube. I know what I'm doing. But having the mindset as if I've mastered it, as if there's no more to learn, can be very, very negative. In fact, it just is purely negative. I don't think there's anything positive about that. So walk through the world and understand that there's always more to learn, whether it's from people, whether it's from me, whether it's from yourself, whether it's from experiences, even if it's just working out. You may think, like, yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing. You know, I'm lifting the weights, I'm good form, whatever, progressive overload, blah, blah, blah. I've mastered my diet. I get it. I just understand it. One day you might speak to somebody that has a different perspective on things. One day something might happen to you that shapes up the way that you see the world. And you're going to realize very, very quickly, how is it raining and sunning at the same time, bro? Where's the rainbow? The weather is so weird. But I love it. It keeps it exciting. You're going to realize, you know what? There's more to learn. There's always more to learn. There's always more to uncover. Life is a constant state of just flow. It's a constant state of evolution. You are constantly evolving. Physically, mentally, spiritually, sexually, emotionally, everything's just in a constant state of evolution. If you're not evolving, if you're not moving forward, you are deteriorating. You are literally just dying. So for you to say to yourself, yep, I know everything. I've just got it. I understand it all. I've mastered something. That is you then basically saying that you're just going to deteriorate. You're just waiting to die now. There is always more to learn. Even if it's the most minute thing, there's something else that you can take from a situation. You may think you're good with girls. You may think you understand female psychology. You may think you understand how they respond when you say this and this and this. There's always more to learn. Always. Never ever allow your ego to get carried away and think to yourself, I've mastered it. I get it. I don't need to learn anymore. I can close myself off to advice. I can close myself off to knowledge because I just understand it. That's a very dangerous mindset to have, okay? Just a little reminder for you. Constantly be open to learning. Constantly be open to accepting knowledge from the outside world, from your experiences, from people. Everything. Constantly be open to learning, being inspired by, growing, evolving. Never ever, and this is just my advice to you, you can do whatever you want, you're your own man. But from my experiences, it's never going to benefit you if you walk through the world and say, I know everything about this. I've mastered it. I genuinely don't think that's going to be good. Because again, even life itself is constantly adapting. Life itself is a constant evolution. So even if you may actually know literally every single thing about a certain topic or subject or experience, whatever, even that subject and topic and experience is adapting itself. So things might change, things might evolve, and then you have to learn more. So you may as well just go into this mindset, attack the world with a mindset of just, I'm ready to learn. That student mindset, I'm ready to learn. Now, this is not to say that you should completely get rid of your ego and just not have an ego because, I just got to constantly be humble and learn and learn and learn. Ego has its place. It absolutely does. But it's not in the place of learning. Ego, from my understanding of it, is just, it's there to keep you functioning within your tribe. That's the purpose of ego. It's there, like evolutionary speaking, like caveman sense, right? It's there to keep you functioning within society, within the tribe that you have surrounded yourself with. Because if you didn't have an ego, if you had no ego at all, you were just a monk, you would be an outcast to your tribe. You need some level of not even self-awareness, just self-understanding, self-perception, I think is the word I'm looking for. You need some level of self-perception to understand that, how am I performing in regards to this person, or this thing, or who I used to be, etc., etc. And that's not saying comparing yourself to other people. It's just having an awareness of who you are and where you stand in society. That's what ego's purpose is. And you can use ego as a fuel. For example, if you're in a race, random example, or a boxing match, that's probably a better one, right? You're in a boxing match, you're sparring. Let's say boxing match actually is probably more relevant. You're in a championship boxing match. Your ego's on the line. That's when you use ego. That's when you tap into it. Because it's on the line then. If you get knocked out now in front of your girlfriend and your mum and all the other people in the crowd, that's going to take a hit to your ego. So you can call upon your ego in that situation and use it as fuel to make sure that you perform at your absolute best and fucking knock the guy out, right? If you didn't have any ego, you wouldn't give a shit what anyone else thought. You wouldn't give a shit about what you think of yourself. So you wouldn't care if you lost. Ego can be a great motivator in times of need, in times of adversity, in times of competition. And again, everything is yin and yang. It's all about balance. It's all about finding that equilibrium in the middle. You don't want to completely eliminate your ego, because then you'd be a monk and you wouldn't be able to function in society. You wouldn't be able to function in competition. And you would, in a sense, just not grow. It's a kind of double-edged sword, because ego prevents you from growing, but at the same time, it helps you grow. It's weird. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on ego, how you define ego, what you think about ego. But I think it's important to sometimes just tap into it, use it when you need it. For example, in competitions, or if you want to prove something to yourself, like, yeah, I fucking got this. I'm going to show myself, like, I got this. It's easy. Let's go. I'm the fucking man. I'm the fucking best. Then you can use ego as fuel. But then, contrary to that, you've got to tone the ego down and add a bit of humility to actually learn things, to actually grow, to actually become a kind of man that you want to be. So everything is just really about balance, isn't it? But I think, yeah, walking through the world and just understanding that you don't really know anything completely. Nothing is confirmed. It's just your belief of what you think. That's why everyone has different beliefs, because everyone's perception of the world is different. Everyone's experiences are different. Everyone's genetics are different. Everyone is different to some degree compared to you, which is why everyone believes different things. And if they believe it, it becomes their reality. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I believe I'm ugly, it doesn't matter what anyone else believes. I believe I'm ugly, therefore that will become my reality. I'll start walking around with shitty body language. You know, I've said this before, right? You get it how it works. You understand how people perceive you due to your body language, and your body language is impacted by your thoughts. So just a thought, just a belief can impact my actual reality. That's not even spiritual shit. That's just logical, thinking about it in a logical way, right? So, yeah, stay humble, but stay egotistical when you need to. Balance. Ego can be very, very good. Walking through the world and telling yourself, I'm the best in this building right now. No one in here is going to beat me. That can be good. That has its time and place. But you don't know anything. So constantly be open to learning. Constantly be open to different perspectives, different ways of doing things. Because if you genuinely believe that your way of doing something, and again, this is ego, if you genuinely believe that your way of doing something is the right way and it's the best way, and you close yourself off to every other perspective and every other outlook and every other bit of advice, you might be hindering your potential. So just keep that in mind. It's just about introspectiveness. It's just about being self-aware. It's about looking at the situation with no emotional attachment, no bias to anything. Because you might have your beliefs that have come from your childhood, therefore you have a bias to doing things in a certain way. Maybe you're religious or something, right? But then someone might say something to you that makes you think. Like, for example, me, I might say something that makes you think about something. Now, if you were not biased to your beliefs, you had an open mind to everything that the world had to present to you, you could then basically fulfill your entire potential. You wouldn't be 90%, 80%, you'd be 100%, because you're taking everything in. You're not biased to this way or this way, you're taking in everything. That's the most powerful way of attacking the world. I genuinely believe that. And again, that's my belief. Yours may be different. Learn, take this as you will. Learn what you will from this. It's a bit of food for thought. The coaching's down below if you want to talk to me on a personal level. Get some fucking gains, get some women in your life. Whatever it is that you may be struggling with, I'll sort you out, bro. You know the drill. Down there in the description. Don't waste any more of your life trying to learn these things. Just save yourself time. Bam, 60 minutes done. You understand it, you get it. But then even then you don't. That's what it's about, right? It's about constant evolution. I can help you evolve to your next point, which will save you years. But even then, we're still constantly evolving. Who knows? Coaching's down below. Come and talk to me. See you soon. Bye.